Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Just I was starting the class. Please wait 1 minute. Yeah. In the last classes, I think we have discussed about the rate of the appearance, rate of the disappearance, and already given the some homework question for you. Now I am starting the next topic. Write down the heading. Rate law. What is the last topic, dear? Please write me in the chat box.
Sir,
Yeah,
today I just joined the class for the first time. What's happening? What did we start today?
I have started the chemical kinetics chapter. I think this is the lecture number third. Lecture number third. Okay, please try to understand. I think okay, order of a chemical reaction. Write down the next topic. Elementary chemical reaction. Elementary chemical reaction. I think there will be some technical issue in the board. Please wait 1 minute just. Okay. Now I am starting the class. The classes. Write down the topic name. Topic name is the rate law. Rate law. We have already discussed about the rate law. After that, I will explain about the elementary chemical reaction. In the rate law, as per the rate law, for any chemical reaction, if any student is joining, this is suppose this one is a first class. Please try to understand from the rate law. You will be able to understand each and every concept. Suppose any reaction is given that N1A plus N2B, it forms N3C plus N4D. Rate of chemical reaction will be equal to minus 1 by N1 into dA by dt is equal to minus 1 by N2 dB by d2 dt is equal to 1 by 3 into is equal to 1 by 4 into d4 by d by dt. But as per the rate law explains that we can write the rate of any chemical reaction. We can write the rate of any chemical reaction by knowing by with respect to the reactants. The rate value, as per the rate law, the rate value is equal to directly proportional to concentration of reactant to power n value. Here, this n value is the known as this n value is the order of chemical reaction. Order of chemical reaction chemical reaction and if we remove the proportionality we can write that rate value is equal to k into concentration to power n value. This is the equation for the rate. Write down, this is the rate constant value. This n value is the known as the order of chemical reaction. I will explain about the order of chemical reaction. Order of chemical reaction. Order of chemical reaction experimentally calculated. Of chemical reaction experimentally calculated. How we will find the order of the chemical reaction? Order of chemical reaction experimentally calculated. Yeah, either the n value will be given in your question. Yeah, you will able to find the n value from the some experiment value. In the IIT and NEET question, if you will see that they will give the some experimental result, and with the help of these experimental result, you will able to find the value of a small n order of the chemical reaction. Then write down unit of K. Unit of K. This is a very important. You have to remember the unit of K value. Unit of K, we can write that, suppose it is written that rate value will be equal to K into concentration value to power n value. So K value will be written like that. This will be equal to this will be equal to rate divided by concentration value to power n value. What is the unit of rate of chemical reaction? A rate of chemical reaction means that change in concentration value with respect to the time. So we can write that the rate value will be equal to capital M second inverse. Because what is the rate? We have already discussed that the rate value will be change in concentration with change in concentration divided by time taken. So the unit of the rate is capital M second inverse. What is the unit of concentration? You already know that the unit of the concentration, the unit of concentration to power n value, the unit of concentration is capital M and to power n value. We can write that what is the unit of concentration. In the short form, we can write that the capital concentration will be mole liter inverse. And this will multiply from the second inverse divided by in the denominator part. If you will see that this is the capital M indicate that about the concentration value. If capital M indicate about the concentration value, so this value will be equal to mole liter inverse 1 into power n. if you will see that this is the common in the numerator as well as the denominator. So we can write that mole liter inverse 1 minus n value 1 minus n value into times. There is a fluctuation, I think, at time inverse. This is the unit. So the unit of k, write down unit of k value will be equal to mole liter inverse 1 minus n. N is the order, time inverse. Time may I why I'm writing the time inverse? Time may be in the minute, maybe in the second. That's why I'm writing that the time inverse. This is the unit of k value. Write down. You have to divide that the unit of the k will be equal to mole liter inverse 1 minus n into time inverse. After that, I am writing about that. Write down the question. For a chemical reaction, for a chemical reaction, reaction rate will be written. Rate will be equal to R is equal to k into a to power n, a to power 2, b to power 3, b to power 3. If concentration of if concentration of a is doubled and b by 3 times, and b by 3 times, find the relation between rate. Find the relation between rate. 4 options are the given. Please try to understand. R dash value will be equal to 10 R value. Second, R dash value will be equal to 54 into R. Third, R dash value will be equal to 27 into R. Fourth option is the last option, D is the none. Please try once and confirm in the chat box. After that, I will discuss the question. I am giving you 1 to 2 minutes for Option 1, Drishi Muhammad. Answer is correct. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. I am explaining. Option first is the correct answer. If you will see that in the question, it is written that R value will be written equal to K into A to power square B to power Q. B to power Q. Q. If the concentration of A is doubled and the B by the 3 times, means we can write that R dash value will be equal to K into concentration of A is doubled and B by the 3 times, means this value will be equal to 3B. What will be the value? If you will see that this will be equal to 4 into K into A square into this 9 will be multiplied. If you will see that in the question it is already given that, sorry, this is 3 na? This is 3, means 27 will be multiplied, and this is the B to power Q. So this value will be equal to 108 into R. Option is correct answer. Please take the screenshot. After that I will discuss the another one. If order of chemical reaction, order of chemical reaction with respect to A is 1 and with respect to B is 1, then find the new rate value if volume is decreased by 4 times. Decreased by 4 times. I am giving you the option. 4, sorry, this is not F4. This is F4, you are 4 times. First option, R dash is equal to 16R. Second option, R dash is equal to 16, 1 by 16R. Option third, R dash is equal to 8R. Option fourth, R dash is equal to 1 by 8R. Yeah, option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. I am discussing. Suppose this rate value will be equal to K into A to power 1, B to power 1. And if the volume is, what is the meaning of the concentration? Concentration means that the mole of A divided by volume of A. What is the concentration? B, NB divided by the V. If volume is 1/4, if volume is 1/4, then R dash value will be equal to K into Na divided by V divided by 4. Similarly, NB divided by V divided by 4. So this value will be written that the means R dash value will be equal to 4 will be multiplied, 4 will be multiplied, this value will be 16 into R value. Option A is the correct answer. Hope you understood this concept. Okay, I'm giving the another. I am discussing about the another. Write down the next topic. Zero order chemical reaction. This is the topic. Zero order chemical reaction. Zero order chemical reaction. In the zero order chemical reaction, if you we are studying about the zero order chemical reaction, suppose the A and the reactant value will be equal to B. If I am writing the rate value, we can write that minus dA by dt value will be equal to the rate of chemical reaction. Yeah, in the another term, we can K into concentration of A value. K into concentration of A value will be the rate of reaction. So if you will see that both are the equal, this first one and this second one, this is the first one, this one is the second one, both are the equal. So we can write that minus dA by dt value is equal to K into CA value, K into CA value. So E be cross multiplied by the CA value. This can be written that minus say this is the concentration of A value. We can write that this value will be equal to, and this is the K into D. Suppose the reaction is like that A to B, A to B. At time t is equal to 0, if I am seeing that if time t is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, if t is equal to means 0 means that when the reaction is just started, when the reaction is just started, the concentration of A value will be equal to the N of this value will be equal to 0. After time t, if I am calculating the value after the time t, after the time t, the value will be equal to the this value will be the 80, this value will be 80 means this is the 80 means final concentration of A, final concentration of A. So if you will integrate the both the side at the time t is equal to 0, if I am writing that integrating both the side, the first equation will be equal to the minus dA by dt, second equation will be equal to K into dt. If you integrate both the side at the time t is equal to 0, what is the lower limit of concentration? Means we will see that at the time t is equal to 0, the concentration of A will be equal to A naught. At the time t value, at the time t value, the concentration of A value will be equal to the A value. The concentration of A value will be equal to A. So if you will see that what is the integration of, you must have to know that integration of 1 by x into dx is equal to ln x. So we can write that this value, sorry, there will be some mistake, there will be some minor mistake from my side, please try to understand. Before integrating this, if I am saying that n value is equal to 0, not here, if I am writing that n value is equal to 0, if I am writing that n value will be equal to 0, then what is the value? This value will be equal to k into a to power 0 na. If I am writing that rate value will be k into ca to power 0. So this value will be written that minus dA by dt, minus dA by dt value is equal to k value. If you cross multiply the both the side, if you cross multiply the both the side, if you cross multiply, you will got the value that minus dA is equal to k into dt. Integrate the both the side. At the time t is equal to 0, this value will be equal to A naught. At the time t value, this value will be equal to the 80. So you will got the value that this value will be equal to minus 80 minus a naught. This is the final limit, 80 minus a naught. This value will be equal to k into t. So you will got the result that a naught minus 80 value is equal to k. Please write down this. After that, I will discuss once again for the same. Okay, the final formula, if you will see that the final formula value will be equal to the final formula you will got that will be equal to a naught minus 80 is equal to k into t. Only you need to revise this formula, don't need to revise the integration part. This a naught value will be equal to initial concentration, initial concentration, initial concentration. This 80 value will be equal to the final concentration. K value will be equal to rate constant, constant. This time t value, this t value is equal to time taken, time taken. Write down the question. For an zero order chemical reaction and zero order reaction, 2A gives B, 2A gives B. If initial concentration, if initial concentration is 100 capital M, then find the time taken, find the time taken for 75% completion. 75% completion. Please try to solve. After that, I will discuss. And K value K value will be equal to 5 mole liter inverse minute inverse. What will be your answer? Please confirm in the chat box. There 25 is not answer. If you will see that the what is the formula we will use, this is the question given that zero order chemical reaction. In the zero order chemical reaction p value. What is the A naught value? If you will see that what is the A naught value, here A naught value will be equal to 100. Please wait 1 minute here. I have lost the connection. I think the page will. The A naught value will be equal to. Oh, then the A naught value will be equal to, if I am writing that A naught minus AT is equal to K into T. T बताइए what is the A naught value? A naught value is equal to 100. What is the AT value? AT value is saying that 75% completion. Means only 25% will be remaining. So suppose initial value A naught is equal to 100. What is the AT value? AT value will be equal to the 25. What is the K value? K value is the 5. You have to calculate the time value. So this value will be equal to 75 divided by the 5. This is the time value. Time value will be equal to the 15 minutes. 15 is the correct answer. If you have any doubt, please ask me. I will confirm it to the chat box that you will got the same answer. Okay, I'm giving you the another question. Giving you the another question. If the concentration of A, this is the concentration of B, this is the concentration of A, this is the concentration of B, this is the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. A value will be equal to 0.01, 0. Sorry, 0. This value will be A value will be equal to 0.10. This value will be equal to 0. This is a question. Concentration of A, concentration of B. This is the rate of chemical reaction. This value will be written. Third value will be 0.80. In the question, it is mentioned that this value will be 0.20. This value will be X. This value will be 0.40 capital M. The rate will be rate of reaction will be 0.05 capital M. This value will be equal to 0.05 capital M. This value will be equal to Y. And in the question, it is given that A plus B form product. A plus B form product. The order is 1 with respect to each. The order is 1 with respect to each. With respect to each. तो आपको बताना है x और y की वैल्यू. कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ x एंड y. चार ऑप्शन दे देता हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन 0.20, 0.80. ऑप्शन सेकंड 0.80, 0.40. ऑप्शन थर्ड 0.80, 0.20. ऑप्शन फोर्थ 0.40, 0.20. Please write down the question and try to solve. What will be answer? Please confirm in the chat box. And if you will see that the question it is in the question it is already given that both are of the first order chemical reaction. If both are the first order chemical reaction, this is the last question, and please try to solve by themselves after solving this question. If I am writing that rate value, we can write that this rate value will be written as the K into A into B value. Here, if you will see that in the question, it is already mentioned that rate with respect to one A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. So if you will see that in the first option and the this is a one first option, this is the second option. If we divide the first and the second result, if we divide, suppose this is a this result is the first result, this one is a first result, this one is first result, this one is a second result, this one is a third result. If we divide the first and the second result, if we divide first and second result, if we divide the first and second result, then 0.05, this is the rate value. K value, A value will be written as the 0.10 and B value will be 0.20. For the second reaction, this rate value will be 0.05. This is the K value, A value will be equal to 0.40, Y value will be equal to X. So this is a first, if we divide this, we will see that this will be cancel out, this will cancel out, both you will got this result and this value will be equal to one value, and if you will see that this value 0.20 divided by X value, so X value will be equal to 0.20. If X value is 0.20, then what is the Y value? This is only one option. If you will solve, hope you understand. Sorry, there will be there will be some mistake, calculation mistake. If you will see that, if you divide this, you will got the result that this value will be equal to 1, this value will be equal to 1, and this division value will give the 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, and this division value will be given that 0.20 divided by X value. Means suppose I am dividing the equation and you have to calculate the value of, as I think you have to calculate, there will be some mistake as I think in the question. It is written that 0.1 and it is written that suppose I am divide 0.05 is equal to K into X की value 0.1 into Y की value 0.2. Then after that for the second 0.05 is the rate value. K into X value will be equal to 0.4. Y value will be equal to, this value will be equal to X. If you divide first and second, you will see that this will be cancelled out. You will got the result that 1 is equal to 1 by 4 into this value will be this 1 by 4, this value will be 0.2 divided by the X value, 0.2 divided by the X value. So you have to find X value. 4X value will be equal to 0.2, 4X value will be equal to 0.2. So you have to calculate the, what you have to calculate, you have to calculate the X value. So X value will be equal to 0.2 divided by the 4. Means, but there will be no any option. Okay, please wait 1 minute. I am checking the question once again. It may be that there will be some minor mistakes. So I am. It may be that there will be some mistake in the question because no answer is coming. I am giving you the same question once again. This value will be written that this value.
Can you go up?
What's there?
Can you go up?
Okay, I am explaining one again. Maybe it may be that there will be some calculation mistake, or there is some mistake in the question. R value, this is a value, this is a B value. B value. This is given that the 0.10. This value will be given at the 0.40. This value will be 0.2. This value will be X. The rate value will be written. Sorry, this is the B value. The mistake is that in the question, B value is the given, and I am writing that by mistakenly I have written that this is the rate value. This is the rate value. So there will be the mistake in the question. That's why we are unable to get the answer. This is the rate value. This is the value of, this is the value of A value. This is the Y value. Calculate X and Y. Calculate X and Y. Equation is given that rate is equal to K into A to power 1, B to power 1. Please solve fastly. if I am writing that rate value for the first and the second, if you will see that this first, if we divide for the first and the second, we will got the value 1/4. This value will be equal to 0.2. This value will be equal to x. Okay, correct answer. Mohammed Saab, correct answer. There will be some mistake in the question. That's why we are unable to get the answer. The x value will be equal to 0.8. And similarly, we will able to calculate the y value. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. This session is about of 50 minutes. I will extend the another session. I'm giving you one more question. This is the last question of the today's class. Find the order of chemical reaction. Order of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. Reaction in which the rate of chemical reaction is independent upon concentration. First option is 1, second option 2, third option 3, fourth option 0. Please answer fastly because I have another class from the 8 p.m. Answer 4, 4 is the correct answer. Okay, dear, 4 is the correct answer because rate value will be equal to K into Ca to power 0. So if we put 0 value, we will got that rate is inverse directly proportional to K only. Why? Good night.